Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Phoebe and today I'm going to be showing you my lockdown book haul because I bought a lot and I shouldn't have really, but I did anyway. So here we go. So I won't talk too much before I get right into showing you the books, but I mean I just want to say in my defense, it's lockdown, you know, I've got to pass the time by reading, and yes, I do have an insane amount of books that I have to read on my TBR shelf, which is right behind me, and it's ever growing, but yeah, I did just add to that. Yeah, I just can't help it. There's too many good books that are coming out, or books that have been out for ages and I haven't got to them and I'm just behind and I have to join in on the fun, okay? So yes, I have been naughty, but it's been so much fun and I can't wait to show you guys what I bought. First of all, let me just show you how many books I actually bought. Yeah, it was gonna be like a small book haul, but yeah, that didn't happen. So here are all the books that I bought during this lockdown so far. I have to say though, mostly all of these, pile one, I bought basically all in one go. I got a bit out of control. Anyways, let's just get right into it. First couple books I'm going to show you, not just one, yeah, but a whole series, is the Lux Series by Jennifer L. Armentrout, who is an author that I love and always seem to come back to, whether that be her romance novels or her fantasy novels. I just love her work, and this is a series I read like back in school, but again I just keep coming back to it. I just can't get enough of Damon and Dee and Kat and the whole gang. I love them so much. So the reason why I decided to buy the whole series is because Jennifer L. Armentrout is an author that I've been wanting to buy her actual hard copy books for a while, because I don't own any. I only own like Kindle versions, and that's just not good enough for me. I like to have physical copies because then I can just admire them on my bookshelf, and there's nothing better than actually holding a book in your hands that you love. So yeah, I decided to get it, and now I actually own some of her books, which is a very nice feeling. So I'll do a brief summary of what this series is about in case you haven't heard of it. I'll be surprised if you haven't, but let me just tell you. So the Lux series is all about this girl called Kat who lives with her mum, and she is forced to move to, I think, like West Virginia from Florida. So she's not very happy about it, and she moves into a house next to some very odd neighbours called Damon and Dee, who are twins. And yeah, they're a bit odd really. I keep saying odd, but that's just the best way to describe them. They're odd and interesting and fun and good looking, because they really are. And I can tell you this because it's in the blurb, she encounters some aliens. Now, who and what those aliens are, I'll leave that to you to find out. But yeah, it's the best alien book that I've read, because I don't read a lot of sci-fi, and trust me, the aliens aren't weird looking or anything. They're great, they're great. So please go read, because it's a whole ass journey and they're so much fun. So while I was guilty in buying a series that I didn't need but I wanted, I was like, okay, I need to buy a book that I haven't actually read before, and one that I've had my eye on for a while, and that is Crown of Feathers by Nikki Palparetto. I don't want to like completely ruin her name, and I know I just did, but just look at this cover. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, amazing. To be honest, I can't exactly remember the synopsis of the book, but I know that it's about two sisters who are from like royalty. I don't know if they're fighting for the throne or if one of them is just the heir, but one of the sisters, the main protagonist that we follow, she decides to leave her sister and kind of go for her own like life basically, and she joins this army of like phoenix riders or something. I told you I'm really bad at giving you a good idea of what the book is about, so I will definitely leave a link in the description so you can like actually read it yourself and be crazily excited by it like I was, because I'm really not doing a good job of this. But yeah, go check out the link because I'm really bad at this, and it is a really exciting book and I can't wait to get into it. I do have loads of other books to read, so yes, I don't know when I'll get to it, but very happy that I now own it and I can show off, because just look how beautiful. Oh, guys, we're already like more than halfway through. That's just because the Lux series took up so much space, but again, no regrets. So the next book that I wanted to buy was one that I actually talked about in my last video. I will put like a tab or a link like either in the description or on the screen for you to go check out if you want to. It's the spring book tag, yeah. But I talk about this specific book that I wanted to buy, and I did. And that book is Girls on the Verge by Sharon Biggs Waller, I think her name is. It's quite hard to read on the bottom. This is one that I got from Depop as well. I don't know if I mentioned that before. The Lux Series, the whole reason I got the whole series as well is because it was on Depop for like £15. So thank you so much to that girl who gave it to me, because so cheap for like 6 books. 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 books. Still, £15 for 5 books. Bargain. And this I also found the other day on Depop. It's like the saviour of my bank account. And I decided to go get it because I was thinking about buying it for a while, and I'm happy I have it. So I already did like a synopsis of the book in my last video, but again I'll do another one now. So Girls on the Verge is about this girl called Annabelle, I believe it's Annabelle, who wants to go to like a drama school or, you know, a college. She's about to go to college, but she finds out that she's pregnant, and so her dreams will be down the drain, and she decides that the best option for her is to go through an abortion. So her and these 2 girls, one of which she doesn't really know that well, and the other girl being her best friend, they go on this little road trip to this abortion clinic to go through with the abortion. But it's just really interesting, and it's a great topic to talk about, and you know, everyone, pro-choice is so important. So I'm really intrigued to see how this one ends, because her best friend isn't in support of Annabelle's choice. She believes in pro-life. So yeah, I'm really interested to see how this one goes. It's got great ratings, great reviews, and it's short as well. So can't wait to read this one. I'm really happy that I own it. I'm really hoping I'm not making too much of a mess of this video. Probably am. So the next book that I bought, this one I had to buy, because at the moment I'm reading the Heroes of Olympus series by Rick Riordan, and I owned, weirdly enough, like the first 4, but not the last one. I have no idea what happened. I don't even remember buying them, it was years ago, and I finally decided to read them, but of course I didn't want to finish House of Hades on most likely a cliffhanger and not be able to go straight onto Blood of Olympus, which is the last book. So of course I had to buy the last book. So here it is, Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan. I decided to buy, and I'm already like nearly halfway through, as you can see. It's great. I'm loving it so far. I'm just sad about it being over because this series was so much fun, but of course Rick Riordan is always providing us great books, so can't complain. And yeah, another book that I bought during this lockdown. Okay guys, only 2 more books left, so we're getting there, we're getting through this. Are you still with me? Good. Okay, so the next book that I bought was an author that I adore, and I just had to buy a physical copy of hers. Just like with Jennifer Armentrout, I didn't own any of her works, and I didn't have it on my bookshelf, and I had to buy it. So the author that I'm talking about is Lisa Kleypas. Now I decided to go for this specific book, Devil in Winter, because it's probably my most favourite out of her books, along with Mine Till Midnight, because that's the first book I read of hers and was just blown away. Yeah, so Devil in Winter is actually the 4th, I want to say, 3rd, can't remember, I don't know, fake fan, 3rd or 4th book of the Wallflower series. And Lisa Kleypas is known for her historical romance stories. So yes, this is a historical romance novel, and it was what got me into the whole genre. I read Mine Till Midnight and loved it. So yeah, I just had to own at least one of her books, and you know, I don't own enough romance novels, like new adult romance novels, and I want to change that. So proudly displaying this one, and plus it's tiny, it's probably the tiniest book I own. Look, it's so small, it's a little babby. So proud owner of a Lisa Kleypas novel, and I'm so happy. So guys, we're finally at the last book that I bought during this lockdown, and hopefully will be the last book I buy, because I'm really poor and I actually can't afford to buy any more books, but knowing me, I'll give in. Anyway, the book that I bought was The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. It's a book that just went all around the internet and one that just caught my eye immediately because of the beautiful cover and also the dragon on the front. And if you again watched my last video, you know that I'm kind of obsessed with dragons, so I was immediately interested in reading it. Again, I really can't remember the exact blurb of this story, so I will put another link. I'll put links to all the books that I just showed you in the description, but for, you know, Crown of Feathers and this book in particular, definitely go check them out yourself because I'm definitely not doing them any justice. But yeah, this story just seemed really interesting and I can't wait to dive into it. I think a lot of people have been intimidated by it, including my friend Brittany, hi, because it's so fat, like she is a thick one. I don't even think the camera really shows how big it really is, but you know what? I don't really care. I love big books because that just means you can stay in the world longer and really, you know, get more info about this world and fall in love with it more. I don't actually know if this is a series or standalone, so who knows? I'll have to go check that out. But yeah guys, this was the last book that I bought and I'm really happy. And I can't wait to get into all these books. Of course I'm reading Blood of Olympus now and I really have so many other books to read. But yeah, I really can't wait to get into Girls on the Verge and then Crown of Feathers and then The Priory of the Orange Tree. Yeah, I'm really excited. So there you go guys, these are all the books that I bought during this lockdown. It's not necessarily a mini book haul. I mean, I wouldn't say so. It's a lot of books, especially for me. I don't tend to buy this many books all in one go. So I'm proud of myself, but also at the same time disappointed because, like I said, my bank account is not loving me right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it hasn't dragged on too long and I hope that you're still with me. And you get some new recommendations as well. I hope that by showing you some of these books, maybe some you've heard before, some you haven't, it's giving you that push to maybe check them out too, because I know I haven't read them yet, but I can definitely recommend them because they do sound interesting. And obviously Devil in Winter and the Lux Series and Blood of Olympus, of course, those books that I have read or I'm reading, I can recommend because they're just so great and they're really fun. Yeah, so like I said, all the links will be in the description to all these books, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up because I'll love you forever and I really appreciate it. And you can subscribe if you want to down below. I post infrequently, but you know, it's fun on here. And comment down below if there's any books that you've read of this pile because I'd be really interested to see your thoughts on them and whether you enjoyed it or not. And any books that you bought during this lockdown too. Very intrigued to see if it's not just me spending all my money. And yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. Hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I love you so much. Bye guys.